with the supporters. But it is all change and
influential in that attacking part of the pitch, so big surprise Firpo has been included.
That he is straight back in.
Should be challenging for a European spot. That's some way off of them.
Something of an untried player in the Liga Santander before.
Messi, he's chasing back. He actually doesn't get the...
In this one, here's Messi. There's a really good run through the centre, and De Jong has it in the back of the net. Applause from Setien. Betis looking across to the linesman. But what a wonderful ball and a wonderful run, Terry.
I'm reluctant to go overboard because we know VAR surely is going to have a look at it, but if it is a goal, it's a breathtaking goal from start to finish. It was almost cut out when Barcelona tried what they played out of the back, and then eventually he's...
Now Messi dropping back, and as you said, Arturo Vidal are proving something, but of course players like Junior Firpo have something to prove. The feet of Griezmann, he leaves the ball. Messi now plays it on, and it's Frenkie.
Quarter of the pitch.
Here's Messi.
He's behind the ball. You haven't seen Barcelona grow, isn't it? That when Betis are quite prepared at times to concede.
Of games this season, so they've certainly lived up to that. Having deceived the Betis midfield, clipped up and over the top.
They're really going to have to concentrate, Betis, and every now and then we've already seen a goal for Frenkie de Jong.
After such a bright season, cropping up and trying to play it in, and he's found Lionel Messi. Joel Robles just...
I made that point, but Betis don't normally play this way, and that's a man who's playing on Lionel Messi. Joel Robles does well, gets out.
Those passes in, can Lionel Messi control? He can. Robles has come out to him. Griezmann tries to...
For longer to ensure that Messi was onside or offside. Doesn't go in, so it doesn't matter too much. But
that looks like something they've been practicing in training.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected.
Was from the penalty. Here's Messi. Down the line for Semedo, flags. Well, we said it was the showpiece game of the weekend.
Brilliant game so far.
On raised, left-footed, inside the 6-yard box. It was led at the near side. Samuel Umtiti. When Clement Long. Here's Messi. De Jong with the two central defenders. Guido Rodriguez also dropping back almost. Oh, Barca's goal, that sumptuous lobbed pass.
It didn't meet, and I wouldn't imagine it does to the Barcelona or any players.
It's front line, all quite fluid in the Betis midfield.
Yeah, I think
so. From the free kick, Lionel Messi. It's a really inviting one. There's a boot raised by. No, it wasn't.
Floated up, hung up in the air, and the big right back steam. It is almost head height. He's a man, he throws his foot up.
Sure, they're not being quite as friendly. Let's have a look at it here. Immediately loaned back out as the free kick is aimed in once again towards Longley.
Stepped out, looking like Ronald Koeman stepping into the between.
Ruby's team talk that much easier. Here's Arturo Vidal. Messi lifts it into the area. Appeals go out. The ball is in the back of the net, and Barcelona on the stroke of half-time have drawn level. And of all players to find the back of the net, it is Sergio Busquets. There were appeals initially from Betis.
The save, and I think on reflection of the first half, it to and fro, had a great...
And of course by Terry Gibson, as we see the Barca players start, even called him into the squad. Ansu Fati also on the bench, and the Al who almost dived out of the way of that. Griezmann found Messi. Semedo, Messi. Here as Arturo Vidal turns, lays it back. Lionel Messi from the edge of the area. Oh, it's a save.
For Lionel Messi, gets it out with his feet. Running behind, fed by Sergio Roberto, then decides to...
He's the Chile international who's found. Messi's control.
It's pretty much stayed in the left back slot.
There's a pass. City. Now Messi. Sergio Roberto.
So your skill level has to be absolutely superb to deal with being...
That, but Messi stayed up, looking for a pocket of space to try and find a starting proceedings from the halfway line.
If you give the ball away, both teams, you're
1,000 of them in here tonight, give or take a few Barca fans as well, as Messi fourth position. And they have away fans wherever they play. Now man that signed him from Marbella. Here's Messi into the area. Oh, it's another. Busquets having a handful of the shirt. There's the save.
Fantastic skill. They pick him out, sells the dummy to Marc Bartra.
Fouled. You saw him have a look across to the lines of Marc Bartra and then decide to go back before the half-time interval. Of course, Betis claiming the Marc Bartra. Messi now Alba. Back it goes to Messi. Clipped up and over the top. Oh, and it was almost
exactly the same goal. It just curls away from that far post. That would have been
Joaquin Sanchez for Real Betis.
Well, this occasion he'd done.
Griezmann to Artur. The run from Sergio Roberto. Instead it's taken over by... Here he is again, Messi.
It's been denied. He's hit the target. Goalkeepers are making good saves. He's having a tough time last 4 or 5 games in front of goal. By his standards, I have to...
Was the player who collided with it. Pass into the area, into the legs of Alex Moreno. Javier Fekir went born Portugal international. We'll see. Here's Artur. But that really would be an attacking change were it for the touch of Marc Bartra. Presenting it right to Busquets. Busquets says the referee. And there is the goal! Out of nothing, the keeper snipped, even I paused. And Clement Lenglet, who has been forward on so many occasions for Barcelona, has headed the visitors into the lead. The former Sevilla central defender. And Barcelona have turned this game on its head here.
Well, he's become a real asset in terms of attacking set pieces for Barcelona. You can see in the celebrations there.
Did have his name taken by the referee. Oh, it is Guido Rodrigo holding on.
No, it's 10v10, so it's not as if one team had gotten it.
Oliver Araujo yet to appear. The fourth official is prepared.
You see the challenge on the edge of the box. Busquets.
Comfort. Pulling the shirt and everything he can get hold of here. Barca with almost, in fact not almost, learning his trade. It was only Atletico really that Griezmann became in position where he came up through at Real Sociedad in the number 9 position. But they do hold on to it, Barcelona. Messi has it back once again. Griezmann was making the... Messi challenged by Bartra. Here's Messi. Control distributes to Lionel Messi, who plays it. There's distribution into the feet of Messi amongst a real pack of clips. Lauren. There's a quick ball out. Marc Bartra read it. If you were on the Barca bench, catch it. Instead it goes to Lionel Messi, who skips away from Marc Bartra. Well, VAR have looked at him
as Messi tries to shoot. He's all over the back of him and put in his jersey.
Selves here, Terry.
It does look as if he's got...
Lionel Messi, as he tried to squeeze his way past Marc Bartra. Did not alter the scoreline. There was... once they'd gone ahead, they didn't relinquish it, Terry.
No, they didn't. It was a valiant attempt.
Big succession. Clement Lenglet following him down the tunnel for the proverbial. With those assists and with that driving display, king of the match. The solitary